AITA for lying about what happened during a trip after my friend pressured me? Recently, I was involved in a weekend trip with a friend and another mutual acquaintance. The plan was for the three of us to spend some time together, but our mutual friend had to cancel at the last minute. My friend's boyfriend stepped in to help salvage the weekend, inviting us to hang out with him instead. To make things more interesting, he arranged for a +1 for me, which I thought was a kind gesture. Although my friend mentioned that the +1 might not be someone looking for a serious relationship, I was still intrigued and decided to go along with the revised plan. That evening, we went out to a club. I had a bit too much to drink and found myself being very open about my feelings. In my inebriated state, I expressed some personal feelings to the +1, which my friend found troubling. She was visibly upset by this, and her boyfriend, who had been trying to keep things smooth, decided to send the +1 home to avoid further complications. When we returned to my friend's place, I ended up sleeping in one bed, while my friend and her boyfriend were in another. In the middle of the night, I woke up feeling disoriented and ended up in a confusing situation where personal boundaries were not respected. My friend and her boyfriend were having intimate moments in the other bed, and this realization made me feel uncomfortable and uncertain. The next morning, my friend went to work, and her boyfriend stayed behind. During the day, my friend sent me a text suggesting that I should engage more with her boyfriend. Although I felt uneasy about her suggestion, I eventually agreed due to her persistent pressure. This decision led to a further complication of the situation, making me feel increasingly uncomfortable and confused about my actions and their implications. Later in the day, my friend called me and asked for details about what had happened between me and her boyfriend. I was hesitant to be completely honest, as I was unsure if she genuinely wanted to know or if she was testing me. She continued to press for details, and eventually, I relayed the events that had unfolded. Her reaction was intense. She was deeply upset and mentioned that she was considering breaking up with her boyfriend because she felt he had betrayed her trust. I tried to provide some perspective, suggesting that there might have been misunderstandings, and that her boyfriend might not have fully grasped the situation's nuances. Despite my attempts to explain, she remained firm in her stance and felt hurt by the circumstances. Overwhelmed by the situation and unsure of how to navigate the aftermath, I decided to tell my friend that nothing had happened between me and her boyfriend. This led her to confront him, who, in turn, denied any involvement. My friend is now angry with me for lying and believes I caused unnecessary drama and conflict in her relationship. I'm struggling with feelings of guilt and confusion. I didn't want to hurt my friend, but I also didn't want to contribute to further complications by being dishonest. The situation has not only strained our friendship, but also left me questioning how to handle such complex dynamics in the future. This experience is part of a broader pattern where my friend has often placed me in challenging and uncomfortable situations. While I have generally tried to overlook these issues, this incident has left me worried about the long-term impact on our friendship. I am unsure of how to address this ongoing pattern and what steps to take to repair or move on from this strained relationship.